Hey guys, it's Stacy, and it is that time for me to talk about the latest episode of Shadowhunters. And before we get all into it, I will try not to go into a rant about people watching the show who don't like it, even though it happened again last night on Twitter. All I saw was just hate about the show, and so I'll try not to get into that, but I might, who knows, because it still pisses me off, and and we all knew the last night's episode of Shadowhunters was going to be phenomenal because the title was just Malec. So I had high expectations for it and I was thoroughly met. I loved it so much. But first, we're going to get all the things out of the way before we get to the Malec portion, because we both know I'm just going to go on and on about Malec. But first things first, is Ragnar dead, or is he like, or is that just Magnus's like imagination? Like, what's happening with that? Why is he going crazy? And like, is Ragnar dead? I really liked Ragnar, actually. I liked that he had horns and stuff. He looked really cool. But I wouldn't know if he's dead or not, because like, he kept popping up, but I don't even know if he's actually dead or if that's just Magnus's imagination. I think it's his imagination, because that was his best friend and whatnot. But that part really, they like hyped that up so much, and then he had like 6 lines and then boom, dead. So there's that and whatnot. And Alec's wedding happened, sorta. Wedding is stopped halfway through because Magnus. But I really love Lydia and how she just wanted Alec to be happy, because she didn't really care about him in a friendship brother sort of way, and just wants him to be happy. And I thought they were gonna make her like, all bitchy about it, but they didn't, and she was just a good sport about it. And that is one of the most amazing things ever, because normally people would make her a bitch about it, make her a bitch at make her be a bitch to Isabel for inviting him and whatnot. But I'm really glad with this show they aren't making females the way other people like portray females, especially the female friendships and whatnot, and how Lydia reacted to Isabel inviting Magnus, and how Lydia reacted to Alec being in love with Magnus. Because in the books, everybody in the Shadowhunter world is really like against gays, and that's like, but in the show, there are like Eris is gonna be, like that because she's upset and whatnot, and probably some of the other older people. But like, the way Lydia and like Jace and everybody is handling this is the greatest thing ever, and I'm just so glad that like sexuality is something like that's okay in this show. Like, in the books, it got put on the back burner a lot, I thought, but in the show, it's him coming to terms with it about his lifestyle and being like that, which is wonderful. I love it so much, and it was great. And then now we have stuff going on with Jace and Clary, because they're brother and sister, quotations. If you've read the books, we'll find out about that later. And Jace is getting into more like book Jace, but I hope he doesn't go completely book Jace, because book Jace is an asshole, and I don't really like book Jace that much. But I love TV Jace. He shows his emotions, and he's just But I can't wait till they see how they go with that. I can't wait till they introduce Sebastian, because I heard he was gonna be in the TV show, but somebody said not till like season 3. But I don't even care. I want some Sebastian. And then the next episode is the season finale, and I'm super excited for it. Me and my mom are going to rewatch last week's and this week's episode, because she has not seen either of them. And so I'll have to go over that again, and then there will be a video for next week's. Simon was so cute in that suit. Like, he got it from Raphael, which, it's the cutest thing ever. And he's like the biggest Malik shipper ever. Like, he just like started freaking out and fangirling, and I love Simon so much. I thought I wasn't gonna like him, because in the book he's kind of an asshole too, but I love him in the TV show. He's so sweet. He's still Simon, and I love it so much, and I can't wait for some Sizzy to happen. But yeah, and whatnot. And when Hodge hit Lydia with the cup, like, okay, I think it's Hodge. Like, I know it's Hodge, because at the end he put on the ring, and like Valentine was there. I know that was gonna happen, But I love Hodge a lot. I think he's adorable and he's so sweet, but he's betraying them because he doesn't want to stay in the institute, and I understand that. I think I would betray somebody too if I was locked up in the same building for the rest of my life for being in the circle, which I don't know why he was just locked up in there for being in the circle when Jocelyn was in the circle, when Luke was in the circle, when Maris and her husband was in the circle, and like everybody else they know was in the circle. He's the one who gets locked up, which I don't understand why that happened. I hope they get more into that because I don't remember if they explained that in the earlier books because, to be honest, I didn't even like the earlier books in this series, so I don't know what they're going to do with that, but, you know. But now, let's get on to some Malec. That kiss, though, when he walks in there and he's dyed his hair and he's all, like, dark looking and, that, like, I squealed. Like, I was so happy. And then Alec was just like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna kiss him, and then he just like grabs him, and I was like, that was the greatest moment of my life, like, yes, and it was just, it hurt my heart. And then Alec's dad was asking him if they were in love, and Magnus was like, it's new, don't worry. And then he asked him on a date to go get drinks, and Alec was just, you could tell how happy he was, and like, even though he had a lot of nerves in him after, but he was so happy, and you can tell it when you look at him, and that was like the greatest thing ever, and I love it so much. I think this is wonderful. I'm so glad they're putting a lot of focus on Malec, because in the books they were like, gay couple, who cares? But in the show they're like, yes, and I'm just like, yes. And this show is great. I love this show so much, and I love this episode, and I love Jace's face when he when Alec and Magnus kiss, and Jace's face is like, yeah, you go for it, bro. Like, pat on the back. I was like, yes, that's great. Like, Jace having his best friend's back, going for the dude that he likes, and this show is wonderful. Oh my gosh, I'm getting so happy about it again. I can't wait to rewatch this episode with my mom because I'm gonna freak out again. But I love it so much, and what else is there to say? I love it so much. So I guess that's it for this. Comment down below what you liked and disliked about it, or, you know, whatever. Comment down below anything you want. I don't even care. I'm just so happy about this episode, and we finally got Malec. It's just so cute. I love it so much. So yeah, I hope you're having a great day, and bye!